Hello, welcome to Paul's Take, and this is my take on 5 things that's going to change forever because of the current events of the present. What is the current events? Well, right now we got the coronavirus that's taking place. Well, that keeping everybody away from each other, social distancing, wearing masks and stuff. What would be the long-term effects? And also, the recent thing of George Floyd, which was killed by a police officer. And we all know the story, so I'm not going to get into that. But what are going to be the ramifications of these current events? Well, first on our list, I get the 5 that I think are going to change after this event is all over. All this is done, things you're going to see more of because of the current events, right? Because if there's a action, there's a reaction. What's the reaction? Here's going to be the reaction. First, the first one, cameras will be everywhere. Not only will all cops be made to wear cameras, body cams, but there'll be cameras on the streets, on street corners, everywhere. Because when you think about it, the one thing that's going to deter people doing wrong things, I'm talking about cops or criminals, is even the cops that are criminals and the cops that are good. I have to worry about them. We're talking about the bad cops and bad people. There's bad people. Are going to be the fact that there's cameras everywhere and that they can get caught. So that's going to be a big deterrent among doing wrongful things in itself. Number 2. This is more in regards to the coronavirus. Cashless society. You're going to be so less likely to use cash. Everywhere is going to be, I don't say mandatory, but heavily influenced to just use either your credit card or your Apple Pay or something like that, or one of those apps that you can pay with your phone, or just use your credit cards. Because nobody's wanting to touch cash. Cash is dirty, right? It's nasty. It's got all the cooties on it. It's got cocaine in them. They say like most money has cocaine in them. So that's going to be one thing that's going to be out. Forget about cash. It's done. Number 3, robots replacing people everywhere. That's right. Robots are going to replace people. And we knew this was going to happen anyways, but it's going to be for a different reason. We all know if like a manufacturing, robots can make things real easy. They stamp things and it'll be very accurate because there's all programmed or on tracks or whatever. But also in places where maybe you didn't think about, like restaurants and fast food places. Places like that where normally there's a person, now you're deeply ingrained that people have cooties and you want to stay away from people. You might rather have your stuff delivered to you by a robot because robots don't have cooties. You know, they could probably like sanitize themselves easy. But anyways, overall, I think places that have robots might be appealing to people that are still having flashbacks of cooties from the coronavirus. Number 4, working from home. That's right. Yay, working from home. Now, we've all got experiences now, not all of us, but a lot of us now have to work from home because of the coronavirus. They couldn't go to the office. Well, here's some benefits to that. For one, there's no commuting. That'll keep cars off the road. 2, places that have businesses that need to house people won't have to house them because they're working from home. That's got to be a savings right there, right? And I think maybe people will be willing to work longer hours if they don't have to like jump in their car and drive to work. So that probably will change. I think a lot of places will now, since they already got set up for it and realize it works pretty well, then hey, why not continue? So that might be a bigger, people were doing it before, but it might be more so now that all this is said and done. Number 5. Ooh, this is based more on the riots that pursued after the death of George Floyd, there's going to be more cops. That's right, more cops and more gun sales. So that would probably be basically a reality that maybe wasn't planned, but or maybe was so, because what was apparent obvious is that there wasn't enough cops to keep control and protect all these businesses that were getting looted and burnt down. So maybe we'll need more cops to keep people safe, but also people themselves are realizing that in a case like this, where everybody is pissed off and rioting and looting, that the cops are not going to be there to protect them. So the gun sales, USA Today already put a article out on the fact that gun sales are up now, guns and ammo. A lot of people that have never bought guns before are buying guns now because they don't feel like they're going to be protected when there's a big crisis going on. And that was the big reason why people were buying guns in the first place anyways. But now I think a lot of people that were not considering buying guns are now so considering them. Okay, so the last thing I want to touch on is the double-edged sword in the whole situation. Not in all of them, but like say in the cameras everywhere. And they're going to watch to make sure that the cops and the bad guys are, you can see them, so they'll be less likely to do them. But also, they're going to be looking at you as well and everybody else. So you're giving away a little bit of freedom in that matter for the security of being able to look up what happened when somebody got robbed or when a cop beats you down or something. You can refer to the cameras, but it also could capture everybody's everyday life and routines. So there is definitely a loss of freedom in that regard. And the number two, cashless as well. Same thing. If you want to like buy something from your friend or something, or a garage sale, or you want to buy some dope on the street, I don't know, whatever. Normally you have that freedom of cash. It's easy. There's no trail. There's no paper trail behind it. You just buy something and you're done. So you're giving away a little bit of freedom if you do it electronically. Now, even though supposedly some of these apps and whatnot are supposed to be secure, but can you really trust anything that's digital? Did that leave some kind of digital trail? Think about it. Of course, robots replacing people are going to be replacing jobs. So all these people so double-edged sword there where these robots are replacing jobs, so there'd be like less jobs for people. So that's going to suck. That's obvious. That's what I'll say. Working from home, I don't really see a negative on that. I see the positive that if you actually still have to go to work, there'll be less people commuting, so the traffic will be better. So that's good. More guns, more cops. Well, ideally we would want a world where there were no guns at all. But there are guns. The reality is there's more guns in the United States than there are people. So you're not going to get rid of those overnight. So you don't want to be the only person without a gun. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying to buy a gun, but I'm just saying if I could snap my fingers like this and all the guns would be gone, I'd probably do it. But unfortunately, there is no magic snap. So there's too many guns out there. The only way you protect yourself from a gun is with a gun. All right? Well, anyhow, that is my top 5 list. What do you think will be changed forevermore after this? The ramifications of the current events. Hopefully, we could go back to kumbaya like we did before, our normal stuff. But unfortunately, I think the world will be changed. And this 2020 will be looked upon as a turning point in history, where we changed our current lifestyles and the current way of living will be different for moving on forward. Hopefully for the better. Hopefully for the better. And I hope not the worst. It might be a little bit of give and take, but hopefully all in all, we'll come out of this better than we were before. Just not so close to me. You might have cooties. Thanks for watching Paul's Take. Make sure you hit like and subscribe for more interesting content.